Hey guys, it's me again, Chris, and today we're going to be talking about the Fifine K690 microphone. It's this one right here. We're going to be talking about the specs, the features, and my overall recommendation about the product. Not too long ago, I think about a year or so, I made a complete video review of the BM800 microphone and the V8 sound card. Now, that microphone was awesome. I have no complaints about that mic. It served its purpose, and for its price, it's packed with amazing features that will definitely get the job done, especially if you're a student or you're just someone who wants to use a microphone along with your PC or your laptop just for sound recording, or lalo na last year nung nag-start yung pandemic, there were online classes, people working from home, and it does a decent job in delivering the audio side or audio input aspect of the whole conversation or video call itself. Now, what if you're a creator or you want to improve the sound quality of your videos, or in this case, my gadget reviews on my YouTube channel? The BM800 can help you do that. But there were a couple of things that I noticed with the BM800. I'll try to show a sample later on how the BM800 performed, and I saw a couple of challenges along the way while I was using it. So we're going to be talking about that as well. I'm going to try to show you samples later on so you can compare the sound quality of the BM800 microphone and the K690 without any post-processing. What I mean with post-processing is yung padadaanin mo pa sa Audacity or any other program that can reduce noise or improve the sound quality overall. Okay, so we'll do that. So for now, I want to talk about this microphone. I'm going to show you the unboxing, and we're going to be talking about the contents of the box. The Fifine K690 comes in this awesome looking box. Here I am again with my fascination with boxes. Sinabi ko naman to noon eh. The first impression of the item will always be during the unboxing. Okay? Kapag binili mo naman yan sa store, they're not going to give you the item. Ito na yung items. Ayun na. Kunin mo na. No, it doesn't work like that. They're gonna give it to you in a box. So might as well pagandahin mo na. And Fifine, they did an amazing job in packaging this microphone in a way that it feels premium. Parang alam mong mamahalin yung binili mo, and it's gonna come with great quality. So I like that. It comes in this white box. I removed the outer sleeve, and here we're opening the box right now, and you're gonna see the contents. And of course, it comes with this user manual, which, hate to admit it, I hardly ever read. As I said sa last video ko, basahin nyo, because you're gonna get a lot of good technical stuff and knowledge about the product by reading it. Don't be like me, okay? So, the microphone, the USB cable, which is 7 feet, by the way. That's type A and micro, end to end. It also comes with this adapter so you can attach the microphone sa boom arm like I'm doing right now. And I'm going to tell you why I did that as well, okay? Now I'm going to show you the microphone itself with the stand and what's on it. You're going to see the knob for the gain. You're also going to see the knobs for the 4 polar patterns that the microphone offers. Very similar dun sa Blue Yeti na mic, but I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to afford one of those. We'll get to that later on. And of course, nandun din yung mute button. You're going to get a green light if the mute is toggled off and a red light if it's on. So regardless kung naka-mute or unmute ka sa Zoom, double check this because they're not going to hear you if it's red, okay? And of course, the volume for the headset. You can attach your headset to this microphone directly so you could monitor how your audio sounds like. And you could actually use it as an audio output device then. So whatever's playing in your computer or your laptop, magpe-play din siya dun sa headset mo. Now, this microphone works with Windows and Mac. And I want to circle back to when I said I had to use it on a boom arm. I'm gonna explain to you why. Kasi nung pinatong ko siya sa desktop ko, and my CPU is right on my table as well, napipick up niya yung vibration ng power supply and the fans. My computer has 8 fans, so imagine the vibration it's generating, and nakakapture siya ng mic, unfortunately. So that's why I opted to use this boom arm. Now, that is a quick solution to that problem. So hindi naman siya major problem, but it's too sensitive. So you might want to, make sure na yung ipapatong siya sa desk, there's nothing that's causing vibration or generating any sounds. If may boom arm ka naman, in this case, I just recycled yung boom arm dun sa BM800, so no extra expenditure there. You might want to do that, you might want to consider that. And it's actually attached to the same table, pero it's not getting that vibration anymore, so that completely resolves that problem. Next thing that I want to talk about is the comparison na sinabi ko kanina about the Blue Yeti. I said I can't afford it. The Blue Yeti is very expensive, especially here in the Philippines. Mahal talaga siya. But the cheapest one that I can find online was around 8,500 pesos. And that's the microphone that I really want. That's the USB mic that I want. Next is the Elgato Wave. And the third option is this one, itong K690. Now, the person who gave this to me asked me which microphone I wanted. And I said this one. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, it's way cheaper than the two other mics. The Elgato Wave and the Blue Yeti costs a lot of money. Like I said, 8,500 yung Blue Yeti. Elgato Wave is around 6,500 to 7,000 pesos. Here in the Philippines, you can get this for 3,600 pesos. Or in dollars, that's around $60 or $70. Okay? So, ang laki ng difference. Now, after hours and hours of research and watching different reviews from other YouTubers, I'm gonna put the links on a couple of reviews that I really like about this mic sa description below, so you might want to check those out as well if you need help in deciding. Now, after hours of researching, I heard a couple of people say that this is indeed comparable dun sa Blue Yeti. There's even someone who said it sounds even better and would recommend this mic over the Blue Yeti 100% of the time. And I get it. Now that I have the microphone, now that I'm using it, I get why he said that. The features are generally identical. The 4 polar patterns, stereo, omnidirectional, bidirectional, and cardioid. And Fifine didn't only emulate those features, they also did a great job in capturing the same audio quality. Might even be better. Now I'm gonna flash the specs of the microphone dito sa screen. And these are the exact same specs na makukuha mo sa Blue Yeti. So just imagine, for a huge price difference. So essentially, you're gonna get the Blue Yeti in a different shell. And the shell isn't even that bad. I mean, look at it. It's matte black, very pretty. The only gripe I have with it is, I have sweaty palms. So when I touch it, medyo bumabakat wet spot. You're gonna see that on the B-rolls. But I guess that's fine. Who cares, right? What matters is the audio quality. I want to talk about the BM800 real quick as a quick comparison to this mic. The BM800 produces a subtle static noise. Hindi siya ganun kahalata, but it's there. And if yung nakikinig decides to raise the volume, the sound becomes very obvious. And another thing with the BM800 is cardioid mic siya. Kahit isagad ko na yung knobs dun sa V8 sound card, I feel a bit labored when I talk just to register a clear sounding voice. I don't experience that at all with this microphone, with the K690. I can speak relaxed and not worry about the mic not picking up my voice, wherein with the BM800 I have to get really close and exert a lot of effort, and it gets tiring after a while, especially if you're in a meeting or a conference. It gets exhausting. So yun lang yung gripe ko with the BM800. Other than that, I still think it's fantastic. I'm not saying it's bad, but there are things about that mic that I'm not a big fan of. We're gonna talk about the 4 polar patterns now. Quick explanation about the polar patterns. Stereo polar patterns, basically yung sensitivity ng mic mo would be focused sa left and right. Bidirectional, yung sensitivity would be front of the microphone and back. Cardioid, yung sensitivity ng mic mo would be sa front and very, very low sensitivity sa back and slight sensitivity sa side. Wherein sa omnidirectional, balance siya paikot. The sensitivity is equal from all sides. So it's ideal for podcasts, or if you want to put your mic in the middle of the room and just record audio or sing with your friends or whatever, that would be a perfect setting for you to use. For the cardioid, it's great for someone who's participating sa online meetings, or in this case, you're making a YouTube video or a vlog. Yung bidirectional naman will be ideal kung magkaharap kayo ng kausap mo. And for the stereo, well, mainly for music. That's the most common format of sound that we hear naman when we listen to music, stereo sound, okay? Now, how would you know kung saan yung pinakaharap ng mic? Well, you just look for the logo where it says Fifine, and that's the front of the microphone. So, if you're planning to use cardioid, that's something to take note of. Similar din sa BM800, you look for the logo, diba? Where the logo is, nandun yung harap ng capacitor. So, that's where you need to face the microphone when you're speaking. Alright, now as I mentioned, we're gonna do a quick test with the polar patterns. We're gonna start with stereo right now. So we're gonna play this awesome Tuvan throat singing track. Enjoy. Now we're gonna switch over to omnidirectional. Now to cardioid. And lastly, bidirectional. So those are the 4 polar patterns. Let me just switch this to cardioid real quick. I prefer the cardioid settings because I don't really want to catch all the unnecessary keyboard and other clickety-clackety sounds or other cacophony within the room. So I just want the mic to capture my voice or whatever it is that I'm saying. So those are the 4 polar patterns. By the way, the pop filter is from the BM800. The K690 doesn't come with it, and I think it's fine considering what you're getting. So if you have one lying around, that's great. You can just use it. So I'm gonna speak through the microphone without the pop filter. This is me without the pop filter, or this is the sound of my voice through the microphone without the pop filter, and this is with. Hardly any difference, right? Well, unless you really try to listen to it, you're barely going to notice any difference at all. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think about the K690. Considering its price, I think it's fantastic. I think this is the best microphone that you can get right now that's close to the Blue Yeti, or even better than the Blue Yeti or the Elgato Wave. Although the Elgato Wave has tons of features for streamers. In terms of quality, I'll go for the K690 as well. And that's because of the price point, how it looks like, how it performs. It's an overall great mic. Now, another question that I asked myself, is the K690 an upgrade from the BM800? Yes, definitely. A huge upgrade. Is it worth that extra money? Yes, definitely. Lalo na kung creator ka. Sinabi ko naman noon sa isa pang video that your viewers will forgive you for bad video quality but not audio. And I learned that the hard way based on sa pinakuna kong video with a DZ09 smartwatch. People complained about the poor audio quality. I was just using my cell phone's earphones with a mic, so it wasn't that great, and the K690 does obliterate the BM800 by leaps and bounds. It's a lot better, offers a lot more features, sound quality is great. By the way, the gain is only 25% right now. I don't have to exert a lot of effort into speaking into the microphone compared with the BM800. The quality overall is better. Let me put the comparison here right now. This is me recording a loom with the BM800 and later on with the K690. These samples are unaltered. Walang post-processing na nangyari dyan. Wala akong in-edit. It's raw sound from those microphones. Partida yung BM800 naka V8 sound card yun. So I can play around with the toggles, but not with the K690. Listen. If I think something looks too familiar, I dig deeper. I take a look at that actual picture and see the difference and select it from there. Yeah, 7 remaining if you need it. You can find it all here in the financial report sheet. Everything is here just to give you an idea how the website is performing. We're getting more organic traffic. Those are the 2 microphones compared. You decide. In my opinion, K690 sounded a lot better. To wrap it up, there are hundreds of choices right now. Marami kang makikita dyan. Fifine din. There's even other brands. Samsung. There's a whole bunch of brands out there na pwede mong pagpilian. That would range from 1,000 to 3,000. Let's call that the budget range. It's really up to you. Or whatever features you need. Some of those microphones might be able to deliver what it is you're looking for. But in my honest opinion, if you're gonna upgrade, might as well go for this microphone. In my case, once I decide to upgrade, and if ever I'm gonna upgrade, once I can afford it, I'll probably still get a Blue Yeti. Only if they upgrade it. Only an upgraded version, not the current one right now. Because this microphone can already stand toe-to-toe with the current Blue Yeti, so there's no need for me to upgrade to that. The only thing I don't like about the mic is it's using a micro USB connection. If Fifine is listening, go for a Type-C connection. Not only is it starting to become more universal now, it's also going to give you that flexibility to offer more features compared to the micro USB ports. So you might want to consider that. So yun lang. Other than that, I can't think of anything bad to say about the mic, except for it's technically a copy of the Blue Yeti. But what I love about that fact, the copy siya ng Blue Yeti, is it's a lot cheaper. It's both a gift and a curse. Yun lang. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'm gonna leave a link of the product on this description so you can check it out. If you're planning to buy it, might as well use the link in the description box below. It's gonna help the channel out a lot. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy holidays. Peace.